Oh, Mike Smith, the stick tap to Darnell Nurse. Nurse was doing a great job of protecting the back door. And the Kings, who continue to try and get the puck to the net, just cannot. Draisaitl, we documented his issues from Game 6, gets tripped up. And then right here, Nurse with a great job taking the back door away to Arthur Kaliev, and Mike Smith's shutout remains intact.
Deno on the draw. Back to Matt Roy. Kopitar, wrists one. Save made again by Mike Smith. And again, no rebound surrendered. Under a minute to go.
Nurse doing a good job in front, making sure that Smith can see this puck. And because he can see it, it's an easy save. You see right there, not allowing Iafallo to get to the net. Smith deep, sees it a little longer, swallows it right up.
Another crucial defensive zone draw for Draisaitl. Dano would love to drag one back to Kopitar or Roy. It's loose. Kopitar to Roy. Back to Kopitar. Sends it behind the net. Happy to see you. Behind the net to Dano. Dano puts it out in front. Sweeping in, it was Iafallo. He missed. Control thrown towards the net. Dano behind. Right back to Moore. Roy, a one-timer. Knuckleballs towards the net. Blocked in front. It hit Cody Ceci. 35 seconds to go. Controlled by Moore. Roy fumbles the puck. And Connor McDavid softly up the wing to Hyman. Towards the empty net. Diving attempt by Iafallo, and he pokes it to the corner. 20 seconds remaining in Game 7. What an effort by Alex Iafallo. Desperately trying to keep his team in it. But the Kings are going to run out of time. The countdown is on here at Rogers Place. Smith saucers it all the way back to the Kings line. Mike Smith has a Game 7 shutout. And the Edmonton Oilers are moving on. Woodcroft took over in February, and he has now led the Oilers to the second round for the first time since 2006. And Moose, you know what this feels like on both sides. The winning side and the losing side to go through a terrific tradition, and that is the handshake line at the end, especially of a 7-game series.
To me, sometimes the first round is the most difficult round to win. And I'm not trying to take away from winning a Stanley Cup when you get to the final. But there's so much pressure in the first round from so many fan bases. The expectations for a guy like Draisaitl and McDavid to move on. When you finally get through, that's where you can kind of breathe easy. As we just saw Dustin Brown shake hands with Mike Smith. The last game for Dustin Brown in his career, the two goaltenders sharing a handshake. Both were terrific tonight. And Dustin Brown, the one-time captain of the Los Angeles Kings.
Keep in mind, I think it was Mike Smith has faced off against Jonathan Quick in 2012 when Mike Smith was for the Coyotes. Quick got the better of him when the Kings won that series 4-1 in the Western Conference Final.
He gave everything he got. He gave everything he had, I should say, to the game.
So yeah, Smith and Quick do have a little history of playing against each other in the playoffs.
The Raptors someday in Staples Center. Great respect right there between the two captains. McDavid was on another planet for much of this series, but Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7 really stand out to me when it mattered most.
There's still a few pieces on the Kings team when they won 2 cups together. Kopitar, Brown, Quick.
Some bad blood in this series, obviously, but how about Game 7? We played 60 minutes of Game 7 hockey. We had 1 penalty, or 2 penalties called, I should say. McDavid erased the second by backhanding a puck into the net with a delayed penalty on. But this, for the most part, was just 60 hard-fought, clean minutes between these two teams.
A great hockey game. It really was. Clean game. Keep in mind, Todd McClellan coached a lot of these guys, the former coach of the Edmonton Oilers, showing his class on the way out. Oilers are a dangerous team. They're moving on. The pressure's off. They can take a deep breath here tonight and await the winner of Calgary and Dallas tomorrow night.
And we will have that one for you at 9:30 Eastern tomorrow night on ESPN2. For Brian Boucher, Leah Hextall, I'm Bob Wischusen. This has been a presentation of ESPN, home of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Time for SportsCenter.